wineries, breweries, events, and more. Maya Acosta, joined this morning by Claire Scotty. Claire, how are you?
I'm doing really good. It's Thursday already.
My gosh, This week went by fast. It was a short work week, Martin Luther King Jr. Day on Monday. So that was a nice long weekend. And of course, we hope everybody got out there and did some volunteering or something good to give back to the community as is what the day is intended for.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. I think I did a little bit of volunteering with my daughter. Spending some mother-daughter time together, but also just kind of reaching out and seeing who needed stuff. And we've got a lot of people in the community that are, either having knee replacements or hip replacements, or, we have a lot of friends who are going through that right now. So making some food and bringing it out and all that good stuff.
Very nice. But after, we got through this long weekend, we're just heading back into a normal weekend, but that doesn't mean that there aren't things happening. So shall we dive right in and talk about what's going on at the wineries and breweries?
Yes, absolutely. So let's start with our vineyards this week. We have Triassic Vineyards. They are open on Fridays, and they have Matthew Maldonado playing from 3 to 6 on Friday. And then Chad's Craft Shop will be there. On Saturday, Guitar Ted is playing at 3:30, and Chunky Boys Tacos will be there, boys with a Z. And they have local love bars for sale and some hippie swag by Loli, I think, or maybe Loli. I'm going to figure out how to pronounce that name this weekend. And then on Sunday, Cary Park is playing at 3:30 at Triassic, and local love bars will be back, and they will have charcuterie available all throughout the weekend. Over at Tehachapi Wine and Cattle Company, they have Dave Mordigian playing from 2 to 5 on Saturday, and Guitar Ted playing from 2 to 5 on Sunday. And we know that they always have delicious food available, hot soups and bread bowls and tri-tip sandwiches and so many more tasty treats. Over at Tehachapi Winery, they have music bingo happening on Saturday at 5:30 to 8, and they have charcuterie available all throughout the weekend, Mosner sandwiches, and then on Sunday, they're streaming some football and having some fun.
Nice.
So, yes, if you're one of those fans who you enjoy football and wine and good times and friends, have it happen at Tehachapi Winery.
It's that time of year. February is right around the corner, the Super Bowl. I have no clue at all what football teams are doing well this year, but I do know that I put $5 on one of those Super Bowl quarters games, whatever that's called. So
all right.
I think that the complete lack of knowledge gives you an upper hand with these games, so that's why I do tend to participate.
Yeah, we'll just keep telling ourselves that.
Yes.
Over at Dorner Family Vineyard, they have Cary Park playing on Saturday from 1 to 5, and every Sunday now they have mimosas. Mimosa Sundays with orange juice or cranberry juice with a little bit of wine and some sparkling. Over at Stray Leaves, they are open Thursday through Saturday from 3 p.m. to 8 p.m. And they have a wonderful winter menu over there right now. And, of course, award-winning wine and some delicious sweets to top off the meals. La Bodega de Castillo is having an elevated basics class on Saturday. This class just filled up. And so I just wanted to share because they are going to have another class coming up. And as soon as we get that date, we will share it. So it's just kind of talking about the basics of wine and wine tasting, how it's made, and just giving a really nice foundational knowledge of wine. And so it filled up very quickly. It's a very popular class. So I'm just letting everybody know to keep your eyes and ears out. And as soon as we find out the date for the second class, we'll let you know.
Awesome. That sounds like an interesting class. I mean, you can go to a lot of our wineries and breweries, and if you're lucky, you can speak directly with the owners of the wineries, and they'll give you their kind of spiel on their wines in particular. But all of our owners of the local vineyards are so smart, and they have such a wealth of knowledge on the art of winemaking and growing and preparation, everything. So this will be an interesting class for folks, I'm sure.
Yes. I'm interested to learn more and see how that goes, because there's so much more to learn too. Mm-hmm. And like you said, when you talk with the wine growers, you learn something new every time. And so this is another way of learning more about wine with La Bodega.
Yeah.
Yeah. Heading over to our breweries, we have Local Craft Beer. They have their musical open mic night every Thursday. Lupita's Hot Tamales is there Friday through Sunday. Geeks Who Drink Trivia Night every Wednesday. But this Tuesday, the 28th, coming up, they have a paint night. And it's like a wine pairing, fun painting. It's two wine glasses, and the wine is splashing up and making a heart.
Cute.
It's super cute. So it's $35, 6 to 8 p.m. Make sure to get those tickets at Local Craft Beer. Over at West Lane, they have Peak Collectibles coming back on Friday at 5. So you'll have a chance to play Super Mario World, Mario Kart 64, Smash Brothers Melee, and more. So get out those nostalgic, fun games, have a beer, and have some fun.
Nice. I might have to check that out. I went to Vinyl Night last week. Yay. That was so cool. It was during the time that I was there, it was quite the interesting mix of music. We went from like alternative indie music, Tame Impala, to Nickelback, and then to some more like heavier metal music. So it was just a real interesting mix of music. But it was cool seeing everyone bring in their records, and there's something exciting about like being like, oh, that's my record. That's a song that I love. And you're bringing that to share with, everybody there enjoying the beer.
Yeah, I love that. That's so cool. Mm-hmm. I'm sure there'll be another vinyl night coming up here soon as well. On Saturday, West Lane is hosting the 58s punk rock band at 6 p.m. And Jamal's Good Food Gang, hashtag you want to eat like this, is going to be serving up delicious food on Saturday. All right, well, we know that there's so much happening at the vineyards, the breweries, and we know that we have some amazing Valentine's events coming up as well. So if you have not gotten reservations for Valentine's, it's Friday night this year, and almost all the wineries are doing something. So, Dorner, they are having their Valentine's Day celebration from 6 to 9. Brenda Hunter will be there with her harp. $60 for non-members, $55 for members, and DornerFamilyVineyard.com is where you want to go to get tickets for that event. Tehachapi Wine and Cattle Company has a wonderful Valentine's dinner happening as well. Mosner Catering is going to be dishing up delicious lasagna and a mixed vegetable squash medley, garlic bread, spumoni ice cream at the end. It's just so lovely. And then Guy and Opal will be playing some romantic music throughout the evening. And then Tehachapi Winery has a Valentine's soiree happening with dancing.
Lovely.
Yes, so get those dancing shoes on and learn maybe some tango or some salsa or some ballet dancing. Not ballet, sorry.
Ballroom.
There we go. Probably everything but ballet. And that will happen at 6 p.m. over at Tehachapi Winery, $55 for non-members and $45 for members. And then, of course, we know we have the Wine Walk coming up on February 15th, keeping the Valentine's vibes going all weekend. Mm-hmm. And that's going to feature all of our amazing vineyards, plus La Bodega de Castillo. They're going to be serving up some delicious European wines. And we're going to have handmade chocolates from Rancho Riveri that will be made specifically to pair with a lot of the wines, including a burgundy dark chocolate.
Ooh.
Yeah, so that's going to pair really well with a lot of the dark red wines that will be served. There'll be white wines and red wines and sparklings and something for every palate. And then all of these vineyards will be pouring inside all of our beautiful shops here in downtown, 19 different locations.
That's awesome.
And so many of the shops will be doing, either specials or activities or giveaways or something fun. So every space in Tehachapi is going to be hopping.
Yeah.
So,
what are some of the different locations that people can expect to see?
Yes, everything from Kite Sweet Treats all the way over on Robinson to the dressing room and Conan's, the visitor center. Auntie M's will be a location as well. We have Wild Roots, Gallery and Gifts, Cowboys and Angels, Marcos D1, Stray Leaves, of course, will be open serving wine as well. The BK Theater will be a location, the Village Collective, where you can also go in and see House of Wax with the vinyl records, and the Tehachapi Hitching Post Theater is going to be a location, and Miele Apothecary.
Awesome.
So, yeah, so many wonderful places downtown. You can hop over the railroad and go down to La Bodega and see their beautiful place. They will be a location as well. And you can check in right in front of the Train Depot Museum or in front of the visitor center. So we'll have
Okay.
2 different check-in locations. The Train Depot Museum will also be a pouring location, so you can grab your ticket and go right on in and start right away. And then there's going to be live music in several different places. So Flashback Band will be playing at the BK. Matthew Maldonado is going to be playing at the Visitor Center, and Brenda Hunter is going to be playing her harp at Stray Leaves. And so lots of live music everywhere. It's just going to be a really fun time, and you can check in at noon and get started. And those 5 hours are going to fly by.
Oh, absolutely. And that's a great day, that Saturday. So you can do this, Valentine's Day, Friday, give your significant other a gift. What's the gift? Oh, tickets to the wine walk, of course.
Wine walk.
Then you continue the Valentine's Day fun and, your romantic date, part 2, during the wine walk.
Yay.
And enjoying all the live music, the wine, the food, and all of that good stuff. Make sure to also get your, second round of dinner reservations in for that Saturday after the wine walk. After, you've had some drinks, you probably want to eat some dinner and get all, situated and full before you head on home. Or who knows, maybe you tried a delicious wine from, I don't know, Dorner or Triassic or Tehachapi Winery, and you want to go out there and try some more. So who knows? The opportunities are endless, and the wine walk is a great way to get exposed to all of our wineries that we have.
Yes,
And
all in one place, all
yeah.
at one time.
Yes, very fun.
So you can go to tehachapi.com to get tickets, and there's 3 tiers of tickets. We have a $30 ticket for a designated driver, which includes all the tasty treats and some non-alcoholic beverages along the way, and you also get a complimentary glass and a tote bag, all kinds of goodies. And then the first tier is $75 for 10 tastings, and the second tier is $90 for 15 tastings, which will get you just about to every location and tasting all the wine that is available. So again, tehachapi.com to find those tickets and grab them up quick.
All right.
Our local public library always has fun things happening. This week on Friday at 3 p.m., they have family story time. At 4:30, Teen Manga begins. Saturday at 12, they have Chronicles of Imagination Day, so they're going to be celebrating C.S. Lewis and many of the wonderful novels that he wrote.
Cool.
And they're going to have a scavenger hunt throughout the library and then have a movie that they're going to play.
Oh, fun.
So super fun day starting at noon, all about C.S. Lewis and Chronicles of Imagination. And then on Tuesday, 10 a.m., Baby Bounce is happening. And at 4 p.m., ASL Club will be there. And then Wednesday next week at 2, they have Discover Sewing. And then at 4, Lego Club. Thursday next week at 10:30 is Preschool Story Time and Craft. And at 4 p.m., Yarn Club.
Nice.
Father Figures will be playing a huge concert at the VFW this Saturday from 8 p.m. to 11. And they're going to go through all the angsty millennial dad rock. They have a nice post that they've been sharing on social media, and it has a whole lineup of all the music that they'll be playing.
Cool.
So lots of stuff. And I can't even remember. It was so much. I was like, wow, this is a really cool concert. Just really going across the whole gamut of millennial dad rock for sure.
Okay, so people need to go check out the post so they can refresh the lyrics, so when they go, they can sing along with Father Figures.
Yes, and I'm sure it'll all come back anyway.
Yeah, yes.
As soon as you start hearing it. And then Bell Speech Pathology is celebrating their grand opening today, Thursday at 4 p.m. And tomorrow, Tehachapi Sleep is celebrating their new grand opening in their new location in the Save Mart Shopping Center at 4 p.m.
Awesome.
So, yeah, wonderful businesses celebrating some significant milestones.
Yes.
I love it. This Saturday at Bright Lake, Tehachapi Amateur Radio Association is hosting a field day.
Nice.
Yay! And it looks like we might have a little bit of a storm coming in, but it's looking like it's coming in later in the day. So this is an awesome opportunity to go out to Bright Lake, enjoy this beautiful park that we have, and learn all about ham radio.
Claire, you're a ham, right?
I am a ham. I'm a baby ham because I'm brand new. I'm learning all about it, but it is so much fun, and it's a really great way to connect and communicate. And honestly, fellow hams are just so thoughtful and just amazing people. And they're very creative, and, not even that. You don't have to be technically inclined in order to be a ham. Of course, you need to study and learn like how radio waves work and how electricity works and how all that pairs. But it's so fun and it's easy to learn. It's not a difficult thing. It's easy to learn. Anyone can do it. And then you have access to this mode of communication that is very, very strong. So like if anything were to happen and our cell service went down, we would still have ham radios and we could still operate and still communicate. And so it's important for emergency search situations, but it's also cool because you can use it to talk to the space station when it's going overhead, and you can actually communicate with people in Japan. And so it's a really, really cool thing to learn about. And so this field day is an awesome opportunity to get your feet wet, talk to fellow hams, learn a little bit about it, and maybe it's something you'd want to, get into as a little hobby or, something that you're interested in.
Yeah.
So it will start at 10 a.m. at Bright Lake, and it's going to go until 3 p.m. And like I said, it's an open house to see different kinds of equipment and to get on the radio and talk to people all over the world. And it says that training is limited to good weather, but that's the other thing about ham radio is you can kind of learn how weather does affect radio waves and communication. And so it's kind of a fun opportunity no matter what the weather is.
Yeah, absolutely. And in addition to the field day, Tehachapi Amateur Radio Association is always doing things, outreach with the public, trying to get more hams to join the club, right? So they have a weekly meeting every Wednesday at Taco Sandwich on Tehachapi Boulevard. And this is a great opportunity to just go and ask questions if you just have any sort of inkling of curiosity about what it is to be a ham operator or what ham radio is like and what it can do. That is a great opportunity to do that. I'm not sure exactly what time, but it says every Wednesday. I'm assuming around lunchtime.
Yes, yeah. They start at noon, and they basically go until everybody has had their questions answered and they played with the radios and they're kind of learning about all of that. And so sometimes they're there until 2 or 3 o'clock.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
Awesome. So a great opportunity. And then they also have their meetings the second Thursday of every month at 7 p.m. at the Tehachapi Police Department. And another great way to just go and get involved if that's something that interests you.
Yes, and the Tehachapi Amateur Radio guys and gals are very involved with a lot of events here.
Yes, they are.
They help with communication, they help with security, they help with safety, they help wherever they are needed. And that has just been a huge support for Mountain Festival and the trick or treat at Golden Hills, the Golden Hills. I mean, they have been prominent in so many events, and just their skill sets and the communication that they provide has been outstanding.
Yes, absolutely. We're happy to have them in our community.
Yes. On Saturday, there's also going to be a singles mixer happening at Healthy Hippie Trading Company at 6:30. And this is for ages 30 to 45. Singles, head out and see if you mix and mingle and find someone who is same kind of weird as you are. And it's $20 to be a part of that. And then on January 31st at the Healthy Hippie Trading Company, or hosted by them, there's going to be an astronomy class.
Cool.
So yeah, kind of an awesome opportunity to learn about or see, the moons of Jupiter, rings of Saturn. A lot of our planets are aligning right now, so it's really cool to get out in the night sky and see, all those planets. And if you have access to a telescope, you can really see a lot. And that's so exciting. So Healthy Hippie Trading Company is located at 20418 Bryan Way, and you can call this number to get reservations for either of those events, 661-822-9797. Coming up a little later, we have Mud Hut To Go is doing their Bridgerton painting party on January 31st at 7 p.m. And then on February 15th, there's the Monster Truck Rally happening at the rodeo grounds.
Yeah.
So super fun and another wonderful event for those who are interested in learning about monster trucks or are already huge fans and have an opportunity to see some cool ones.
Yeah, and they just expanded the dates. So they'll be there Saturday and Sunday.
Oh my goodness. Well, see, now you can go to Wine Walk on Saturday.
There you go.
Go to the Monster Truck Rally on Sunday and still be back in time for Super Bowl.
Oh my gosh, there's a lot to do that weekend.
There's a lot. And then you have the Presidential Polar Plunge happening on the 17th.
Yep.
Where, you can, for President's Day, you can hop in a nice cold pool and rejuvenate yourself for the rest of February.
Yes, absolutely. After a very busy weekend.
And then looking a little further out into February 23rd is Concert for a Cause, hosted by Rotary and Tehachapi Valley Recreation Parks District. It'll be at the ABAC Gym, and it's $30. This is a fundraiser to help the victims of the fires in Altadena and the Pacific Palisades. And so Flashback will be there doing a wonderful performance, and there'll be other bands and other things as well, 2 to 5 p.m. on February 23rd. And there will be information on how to get those tickets very soon.
Okay.
Yes. That's everything I was able to find for this weekend and beyond. I also know that Gallery and Gifts is doing their annual photo contest.
Yeah.
And so that's starting January 24th, running through February 3rd. So you have that window of time to submit your gorgeous photos that you've taken. And there will be cash prizes for the winners.
Nice.
So head over to Gallery and Gifts and submit those beautiful pictures quick.
Yes. I was thinking about submitting something, but I have like 3 rolls of film that I need developed. I feel like there might be an award-winning photo in there somewhere, but I need to get them developed first.
All right, a weekend project. There you go.
Yes. Well, awesome, Claire. Thanks as always for bringing in all of this information. We stay busy even in these slower, calmer winter months.
Yes, we do.
And we're gearing up. I swear it's going to be like weekend by weekend. Things are getting incrementally slower until we get into the spring and summer months, and we'll just be going nonstop.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And it's just so exciting because you see so many wonderful things happening in our community, and there's never a dull moment, and that's a good thing.
Yes, absolutely. We are lucky to have so much going on in our little Tehachapi town, and we're grateful for all the organizations that take the lead and doing all these fun events and things. So thanks to everybody. Yes. And thanks to you, Claire, for bringing in all the information.
Well, thank you for having me. It's always a pleasure.
Of course. And thanks to everybody for tuning in. If you have any comments or questions, you can email us media@tehachapicityhall.com. We can add an event that you may have to our list of things that we talk about every Thursday, or get any sort of question answered that you may have as well. And again, thanks for tuning in. We hope to catch you back here next time on Tehachapi Pod.